Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 5, I believe it is, Season 10. Coming in here with the Little Rock Luksis versus the Venus Voidlings. I got my phone pulled up here, making sure it all looks okay. You got jump scared? Okay, all right, have fun. Alrighty, guys. But yeah, we're going to come into here, and we're going to be having a grand old time watching these two teams who I believe are both in the first division. So this is our upper div. I think it's the first match of week 5 coming out here. So if anything seems wrong, let me know, because I can't tell. And he's already wrong? What am I wrong about? Help me. Am I shutting out already? I don't know, bro. I'm here trying to like cast by myself, you know? Group 2? It is a Group 2 game. I surely knew that. Looking at the heroes walking out here, we got Carson walking out on the D.Va. We have a D.Va mirror between Skycer and Carson. The difference is that you see Void Fiber going back to the bench, obviously, but we have a Mei versus a Tracer here. No real hit scan on the side of the Little Rock Luksis. Is it on the wrong sides? Yeah, they're on the wrong sides. Give me 1 second, guys. In game. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's gonna be scuffed, guys. It's gonna be scuffed. In map. Little Rock Luksis. Full tab in. Yeah, that's... No, it's still broken. Okay, I'll fix it afterwards. Anyways, coming out here fast, we see that Frienderkind and Void Fiber have already died, so it should be more in favor of the Venus, or the Luksis, as they just have both DPS and they got the first cap here. Frienderkind coming back, being able to get the headshot kill onto Nolly, the IGL on the side. Got this on the work TV, that's big. And we see Skycer being able to get this pick on the Taken Wallet as the Luksis are going to be able to hold this point. Skycer falling under 1 HP is going to get DMAC though by Raz, and Void Fiber is going to be able to clean up on Pokemon Guy. And this surely should be the Venus Voidlings attempt to get the first point, or their first capture here. Already down 40% though, with Nolly getting a little bit of a stall. I'm going to see if I can fix this prod again. Give me 1 second. That's information. Wait a minute. Excuse. 5. Okay, the bans are wrong, but can we fix servers? This gives me so much time, guys. Hold up, this is bigly. I actually made them play on the wrong servers so I could fix this prod. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Okay, in game. Alright, this looks a lot better, guys. This looks a lot better. So it seems like the US servers are down, it looks like. Having at about 170 ping. And it seems like both teams are at a big disadvantage here, not being able to play their game. No, I'm all good. I got a noise gate set up on the OBS. So. W Wind Foresight, yeah. Had to shut down the US servers because Thing isn't meta? Yeah, that's probably true, Rasa. It's okay though, Hulk is meta, so you could play that guy, okay? Marvel Rivals. Anyways, coming back to Overwatch. I mean, the real question is, what are the teams going to decide to do? Because obviously the Luksis, who initiated the pause?
This guy.
Who pause? That was the pause. Guys, which team is Yeetmeister on? Is he on the Luksis? I think so. Land Sharks versus Empanadas. Dude, oh yeah, I remember that. I started that 5-man flex though on Blizzard World. Luksis pause, they're up 40%. They should actually just like bite the bullet and just fight. High key, that's my side on this. They're winning the map right now, so they should just fight it. Who cares about ping? But anyways, yeah, looking at these comps, assuming we're going to stay on this, I do heavily favor the Voidlings after. It should have been harder for the Voidlings to get the first cap due to them having a Mei and not a Tracer or Soj. But now that they have this first cap, they should be able to hold it a lot easier because it's going to be harder for Skycer to be able to walk past this Mei and D.Va. You remember you losing that series, GG? Got it. All right, okay. I'll remember that. Anyways, your ult's coming online, and we're about to see the support ults. Dish, Skycer, Soldiers 67, and Nolly being able to get these ults. Nolly does fall down. We do trade Flex CPS for Flex CPS, but unfortunately you're trading a Void Fiber for Nolly, which I think benefits the Luksis a little bit better here. Skycer 1 HP, Carson forcing the bomb already out. That's so good for the Luksis, as the only other ultimate that we have coming online, we have both support ults and the Venture ult. We're having Kit match Kit here, and Pokemon Guy's down. He doesn't have the beat. He's going to get traded out for Raz, though, dude, Skycer, and this is just a battle of the Divas here. Taken Wallet is going to be able to clean up and get this pick onto Dish, though, and there's no supports here for the Luksis, as Void Fiber coming out with the ultimate here, trying to really make a notice. Gets the kill on Denali, gets a nice little 2K here. We get a little Blizzard on the cart, and it does free Skycer, and we're staggering him a little bit, and Skycer's going to invest the bomb, not something I would have done here, unfortunately, as what's the point when you could just live their beat next fight. Anyways, coming in here, we have the ultimates of OC and beat on the side of the Luksis, with just the beat and halfway to a bomb here for the side of the Venus Voidling. So I'm preferring the Luksis, as they just have a free DPS ult open with. But Carson's are a little in, is going to be able to get it on time. We have Void Fiber on this angle. Let's get some Nolly POV going. And yeah, 99% Nolly is going to be able to get the touch. Beat comes out from Pokemon Guy. OC comes out. Okay, we probably need to watch that. As Void Fiber is being able to mark this, Beat comes out, and the beat from the Luksis weren't able to get enough values. They weren't able to 3-2-1 somebody. Carson getting one, looking for Pokemon, looking for a second on a Soldier. I don't know who that's supposed to be with streamer mode. But Raz is going to clean up on Nolly. This is not over here for the side of the Voidlings, as they're going to be able to full cap. The first point is nobody's going to be able to touch that, unfortunately. But, okay, good call, good call. Honestly, I wouldn't have done that. I'm right now looking at my phone to make sure my stream's working well. So, Aniki, that's Aniki. Got it. But yeah, I mean, look at that, guys. The team with the Mei that beats the D.Va in the 1v1 when the other team doesn't have a Mei won the sub map. Look at that. Something I could have never predicted that. But yeah, we're seeing Aniki swapping over to the Cassidy or Nala going to Onron. On this map specifically, I'm not too fond of the Cass swap. I feel like the Soja Ash or Emre even would be a little bit better on this longer range point with his ice lines. We're assuming we're staying on this Mei. I'm expecting the Voidlings to hard bunker the point here and never get off the point, as that's what the Mei Adventure should be able to do, especially in the Cass. Like, you just never want to get off of the point. You want to cap it and just stay on it. That's what I'm expecting. I'm gonna have to see the Luksis have to take all these angle maxing and trying to win off of that. Mei is OP theory. It's Skycer on D.Va theory. I fear. What? Who said that? Anyways, Carson goes in 1 HP, is looking to go down, but is gonna be able to save on time, and Skycer's gonna be able to live that as well. Both tanks are staying up line. The only difference is Nolly's is down. We're seeing the Luksis be able to touch point here, though. Then they're down a player. Interesting. No, we didn't cap. Dish did not get the cap, guys. It's 1% from capping. Nobody has it right now. This is not good. But, like, why did the Voidlings not go point with their Mei venture when they were just up and on run? Very interesting, very interesting. Aniki here holding down the space on towards the point as they slowly are going to be able to walk up to the resistance. Skycer's boxed in playing Fortnite here, cranked to 90, and he's going to be able to get out, luckily, due to D.Va being a broken character that nobody needs to ask for. But and yeah, I mean, we're seeing Void Fiber touch the point, and we're seeing the Voidlings being able to capture the point. 99. Yep, Skycer falling down to 1 HP. Void is also 1. They did lose Forever Kind, or Forever Kind. I don't know, guys. I'm trying. But Taken Wallet is going to be able to kill Dish, and then Carson's going to get Nolly. Is going to get traded off for Skycer on a Void Fiber, though. The fight is not over. Point is still in favor of the Venus Voidlings, as Aniki's going to fall down to Taken Wallet after wall. Carson's going to fall down as well. And it looks like Carson's going to get a kill with Bomb. Both Lucios are down. Skycer falling down to 1 HP is probably going to invest the Bomb, potentially. I'd rather not. W flank, double dink. NT. Aniki's going to be able to get this pick here on a Void Fiber, and point should be slowly going over into the favor of the Luksis if they're able to get onto it. Would you rather fight as a Voidling-sized rock or rock-sized Voidling? So I don't know what a Voidling is, because I think that's like a beholder on the Venus Voidling image, no? From like Dungeons and Dragons? Maybe I'm wrong. But I would rather fight a Voidling-sized rock, because I think the rock will not hurt me. Aniki coming out here. He does have the high noon. We have both Kitsunes onto the point. Carson falling down to half. We're seeing the Aniki swapping with the high noon. Skycer's going to be able to kill. And a high noon kill as well in the big 2-6. Void Fiber's investing the ultimate 1 HP, trying to hold on to this 70 percentage point. And unfortunately, they're going to fall as the point is scrapping out. Is it Skycer and anybody? It's Skycer and Lucio versus Skycer. The boop! Taken Wallet with the boop is broken, and Skycer got pooped off the map as well because he uses boosters. And that's going to be going to 99% here for the Voidlings. Potentially able to close out this map as they still have a beat. They still have a blizzard. It's going to be very hard to touch the point on this, even with the ult from Onron. Onron going for the touch is going to be able to get the touch. Beat already comes out from Pokemon Guy very early on. The Blizz, as expected, and Skycer's not able to eat it. Skycer falling down to 1 HP. We're looking for a block on this point to prevent the entrance. Nolly ults, but unfortunately isn't going to be able to get any kills as we're going to have the beat from Taken Wallet come out in time, but Skycer's going to be able to clean up on Forever Kind as they did not get the beat. And point is a scrappy fight. We don't have any ults other than the bombs, and neither want to go. Razmataz on this angle looking for a kill. Getting dished down to 1 HP is going to get a broken Diva character, guys. Broken Diva character. Carson's going to be able to clean up. Carson 1 HP. Going to invest this bomb with just Void Fiber and versus Dish versus the world support. Skycer does get the point flip here, though, with both their supports. Carson going to be able to int-in. Void Fiber, Carson are able to get both the support players here from the side of the Little Rock Luksis. And we should be seeing the point slowly move over in favor for the Voidlings as Skycer falls off the map. No boosters, and Raz hits a nice headshot on Nolly. And Nolly did get her one. High noon coming out from Aniki, trying to zone this point. Looking, the boop almost got the kill there. Oh my god, another high noon kill almost in the big 2-6. And this point is still fighting. Carson going in, 1 HP, but is going to be able to get Aniki before they're able to get another. Onron's trying to touch, but unfortunately is going to get booped out by the Venture. And that's going to be a 2-1 for the Voidlings. Skycer taking fall damage on Diva. On no, bro. On no. Is the caster stuff always in the top off? Am I able to move that or no? I don't know. Nor do I really mind. And we're seeing the play of the game here by a Taken Wallet, which is a lot of boop, good boop kills, honestly. But anyways, guys, we are going to go to a short break here as I figure out what I'm doing again. So stay tuned for map 2 coming out here shortly. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Esports Clash Week 5, Group 2. Venus Voidlings versus the Little Rock Luksis. The Lotus in the map. As we're loading in the map, it might happen, guys. Eventually, we might go into the second map here on King's Row. Oh?
Now entering King's Row.
Okay, surely at the top, the teams are correct. Yes, it does look like that too, especially with the bands. Perfect! Perfect. I don't know if the ping got fixed because they were on a lot of ping last map, but cheers to that, guys, right? Anyways, coming out here, we're seeing Skyster on the Ram, Carson staying on this Diva, staying on the May as well from Forever Kind. I don't know exactly what their hero pool is. I don't know if May's just like the best comfort picked, but I mean Void Fiber on the Venture. Who's really surprised? One thing I'm a little shocked to see here though for the defender team is you're playing the BAP with the Diva, makes it really feel like you're trying to brawl with his Diva. But knowing Skyster might be on the Ram could be a little problematic for them. Anyways, looking at the attacker side here, we're seeing the Ram, Soj, Bastion. Just with a Kiri loot, your typical just 3-2-1 swing a corner with a shield comp and try to play your best, just try to run somebody over quicker. Which should be hard to do, actually, if we do look at the Voidlings comp here with the Diva and the Mei. It should be very hard to get a good wall and harass people off. We're seeing Carson already going in with the Venture. Skyster falling down to 1 HP. As he's just split from the rest of the team, as Venture's marking Jamal. We're seeing Jamal coming out with the Bastion form now as teams are falling out. And Anaki's going to be able to get this first pick here onto Void Fiber. As now the fight will truly begin. Anaki going down to 1 HP, looking to get traded out here. Seeing Bucket going in, looking for this trade, and Anaki is going to get traded out. It's a 4v4 on the point here. It's a proven theory, so I see why after all. Yes, it is. And Skyster's going to be able to get the pick onto Raz, who's a little less mobile due to being on this BAP hero here. And that is going to be looking like the first point's going to go. And Venture's going in, looking for the touch. Bastion form coming out from Jamal, trying to pressure out everybody. Venture's trying to get out. The Diva DM is going to be able to disable that, though, as Fremverkind is sitting in his hotel. And Skyster's going to get the first pick here on their attack, and Carson's going to fall down shortly after that. And everybody's going to try to do their best to stable here, make sure no trades come out, trying to look for this Venture. Jamal falling down to 1 HP. Was barely going to live here, as that's going to be a fast 1 minute and 10 second. 0.1 here for the Little Rock Luksis. Ult-wise coming online, we're seeing a very fast Venture ult, but comparatively the support ultimates here from the side of the Luksis are a little bit quicker, as we're seeing Bucket on this 50 to beat. But Venture already having the ult, and the Pokemon guy doesn't have that ult to respond. They should be able to get a good defender's advantage here. No taken, no win from June. Yeah, maybe. But anyways, here we're coming in here. We're having a fast Venture ult. We should look to really play for this and make sure to play this. So you already got Wallet as well. Carson coming in. 1 HP. Jamal with this swing is going to be so detrimental, as now it's going to be really hard to walk forward as you don't have his lamp. Although the Venture ult does come out as expected here. Anaki falling down first. Skyster falling down to 1 HP. Looking for Dish. And the wall from Forever Kind preventing the kills, unfortunately. Forever Kind is going to be able to kill up for Pokemon guy after that. This guy's just going to be clean up from here on out. And yeah, they are going to regain their defender's advantage here, especially with all their ults, other than Bucket still being very late on this beat, which really scares me for the Annihilation ult Skyster has. I'm expecting, if we're going to look at this, my fight plan here, we're going to see Anaki walk in with his OC, going to get walled or blizzed by the Mei, or maybe Mei's going to save it for Dish's ult for the Kitsune, but who knows. I'm expecting a blizz coming out for the Kitsune or for the Annihilation here. And the Bucket just doesn't have his beat to match this on this attack. Kit comes out, Blizz comes out as expected. Skyster's going to go in there. Skyster does not get blizzed. Jamal gets blizzed though. Anaki, does get shoved into a locker by Void Fiber. And but it's even right. It's a 4v4, and the Voidlings are all 1 HP. Carson investing this bomb onto Skyster. Big wall coming out from Verkind, trying to look for this pick, but the beat and the Jamal gets 2. That is Thanos right there, by the way. And Carson's going to be the last one left alive on this cart here, stalling it out to the best of their ability as we're coming into 3 minutes and 15 seconds here for the finale of second point. Ult-wise, The Luksis did invest a lot there, all 5, comparatively for everything but the support ult here from the Voidlings. So I'm expecting a Mei wall to walk in with a window to prevent Jamal here. And we just have a beat whenever we need to stabilize. Should be able to get this down to a minute, hopefully, without looking at the next ult layer here. But we will see how the teams do it. Jamal falling down to 1 HP to this window. Skycer being able to ego this with his shield, but is going to have to back up after that, as the space is going to be made here for the Luksis, or for the Voidlings. Raz is going to find this first pick here onto Anarchy, as Carson's looking in on Pokemon Guy. Is going to be able to try to clean this up. Does miss the one-shot combo here, but Bucket's going to be able to clean up and get the kill onto that. The DM is going to be able to stable Jamal. Oh, and this is a little bit aggressive, Carson. You do get out of. Good for you. And, yeah, Jamal's going to fall down after that with Raz and Void Fiber crashing down on them. And it's just going to be Skycer on the port. Skycer is going to trade Bucket out, though. This is a good trade. But as we're noticing here, Bucket has not ulted yet, and Pokemon Guy is already 60 to another beat. If they're able to cycle to another beat before Bucket ults again, this is going to be a little detrimental. Bucket has to hold it now. There's nothing else to beat for. And we're looking for a fast Venture ult to go in, and, yeah. That's how second point's looking right now. Minute 50 on the clock. You got a Venture sitting on the high ground with their ultimate, walking into a Ram ult here close to Kitsune. Oh, this is going to be detrimental. Carson going in, looking for this fast on this Anarchy. Wall from Foreverkind still blocking off Void's ult, as Carson's going to be able to trade Jamal, but Onyx is going to get the 1-for-1. Beat comes out with the Annihilation from Skycer. Good for Bucket being able to save that, but it is going to be just like they're going to be running into another beat in 20%. Skycer's not able to kill up on Ram, onto Raz, but Carson's going to be able to live. Blizz coming out here from Foreverkind. Ultimate layers are seeing Kit for Blizz and Window. This is really good here for the Luksis, as now there's just not too many ultimates left here for the Voidlings to really hold on to this last minute, especially with Raz getting picked there. Unfortunately, Carson has to go in and look for trades. He's going to get traded out as well. And it's just going to be Skycer on the point versus Pokemon Guy. It's just going to be Skycer by himself, actually. This is... Hold up. They pulled this back, being down both supports. Pokemon Guy wasn't able to build a beat in time to be able to use that to really capitalize and capture this point. But the Voidlings don't have any ultimates here. This is a final fight territory here. I need to see the Voidlings have to crash out quickly to make sure Anarchy dies or Pokemon Guy dies to prevent them from using their ultimates, or else it's just going to be detrimental, and we'll be seeing a third point here, folks. As Void Fiber is going to be able to find that pick that I was asking for. He's going to find his second. Void Fiber finding Dish as well as Anarchy is going to be detrimental here. The beat does come in time for the Skycer, but Carson falling down to low HP. Void Fiber still on this angle, as they just have 13 seconds left to even get to the point, but we have another Annihilation already, lapping Bucket by 25% from the Annihilation to the beat exchange that we saw last fight. Skycer falling down to 1 HP, looking for these trades. The Annihilation and the OC are going to be pressuring the entirety of the Venus Voidlings here, with Anarchy being able to kill Bucket first. Skycer cleaning up on Foreverkind, and Carson as well with the ultimate. And yeah, I mean, we saw the Void being able to get these picks here early in the fight. But the issue here was they just had no ultimates. If they had a single ultimate, they win this now. As we see, all 5 ultimates are coming online for the Voidlings. But unfortunately, it was just not soon enough because we invested too much the previous fight, but it could have been held second. Coming into third, though, you need to think minute and a half on the clock. Pokemon Bucket trying to get the touch, unfortunately, is not going to be able to. Dish is halfway to his kit. We'll be able to see another kit come out. We'll be able to see maybe another OC come out. Maybe a fast another beat as well if Pokemon Guy's able to farm this. And Sonic, he's able to clean up on Raz as well, as these staggers are just going to be able to generate the ult charge here for the side of the Luksis. Void. Void is just going to assassinate Pokemon Guy for the love of the game, though. Ooh, we're investing the ult. Okay, I see it. Need to. Ooh, and Anarchy's going to be able to clean up there. As now we're on a minute on the clock. You lost your star player. You don't have an ult. You have Jamal walking at you with a Bastion form. B and Window are going to be forced with a minute still on the clock. Only 2 more ultimates left, and you use 3 ults for the cost of 0 so far. Anarchy making it 3-for-1. Foreverkind is going to be able to fall down. Bucket being looked for next, and Void Fiber potentially goes into the ground just in time. Carson 1 HP. Anarchy falling down to 1 HP. Carson looking to trade this out here. Bucket falls off the map. Bomb comes out here. Kid as well from Dish, as Carson's going to kill Anarchy with the Diva Bomb. Skycer 1 HP on his angle, Dish TPing in. Blizzard unfortunately is not going to find too much here. Dish falling down to 1 HP. Forever Kind is going to be able to clean that up. Annihilation though from another Skycer ultimate being able to farm this. Forever Kind having to force the block on the point. Carson being able to clean up. And we are seeing Anarchy coming back on Tracer. Skycer 1 HP trying to hold on to dear life. Is not going to be able to touch as he's going to be blocked. And let me tell you, folks, the reason why that happened is because, well, we just had 5 ults and we could just click whenever we wanted. And unfortunately, the Luksis were only able to get 3 of their 5 ultimates, as we see them at 98% for the Bastion and about 89%. Shameless. What is Shameless, Altair? Let me know. Anyways, yeah, we have a good distance here. You did push to the last corner of King's Row at least. And we'll have to see how the Voidlings are going to push into this Ramatra and Bastion on attack, which the Mei and the Diva should feel a little bit more rough into those comps, at least with the Mei not being able to get a verticality. See if there's any comp swamps coming out here in 2 seconds here. And we're seeing Carson still on the Diva, Forever Kind still on the Mei, Void Fiber still on the Void Fiber character. Bucket being Bucket, and Bapper Kiri, who knows. But from the other side of the defenders, we're seeing Pokemon Guide going to this Juno. I'm assuming because it's just more stability, as Skycer might have realized that the side of the Voidlings don't really have too much hit scan pressure or burst. So the less burst there is, other than the Void Fiber one-shot, with them just having no real burst, like a hit scan, other than Kiriko Kunais or Micro Missiles, if you just pocket your tank will never die, because there's just no burst whatsoever to pressure the tank, especially with it being a Ramatra. So we'll have to see Carson and Void Fiber being able to kill Jamal or killing Anarchy here, Pokemon Guy first, as the win con is going back to front. Coming out on this first fight, we see Void Fiber taking Hotel with Raz on the corner. Skycer falling on half HP. Carson already using Fly, having half their armor left. And it's just a stable neutrals. Venture, Void Fiber is able to get this angle. It's Jamal versus Void Fiber. Void Fiber going in. Carson 1 HP is not going to be able to help Void Fiber on this angle. Void Fiber falling down to 1. Going to get gapped by Pokemon Guy. No! Carson is going to be able to trade that. Losing your Juno is a lot rougher when you're on defense. And yeah, I mean, just looking out here. Cart's moving. Form comes out. Carson 1 HP. Skycer's trying to clean up. Onyx Dish is going to be able to kill the bucket as Onyx's looking for the pick onto Bat. But luckily a lamp might save Raz, but no, Skycer's going to be able to clean up and get another onto Forever Kind as Carson's going to be by themselves. Does get demeched. Very detrimental. Going to have to go walk back to spawn. Yeah, I mean, being down your Juno, being able to tear back that 4v5 was pretty impressive. Okay, Carson swapped Hog to swap off of to re-get Diva Bomb. Okay, I was scared Hog was coming out here in Aurora Esports. But anyways, coming out here ult-wise, we already have Anarchy with that ult. Skycer 70%. Nobody else is close to the side of the Voidlings. Bucket getting slowed. Forever Kind is going to be able to kill Anarchy, though. Shooting out here, Forever Kind is a little split. They're going to try to help kill Pokemon Guy. Looking for this trick. Gets a second with Carson, and Void Fiber is going to clean up on Dish. And next is Jamal to fall. And last but not least, the unkillable Ramatra. Finally falling down, and that's going to be first point. They should have stabled Sonic. I get it, bro. It's all about stable calls in this big 2-6 of Overwatch. Just stable. Anyways, Carson falling down, half HP. He's trying to stable out. Holding this corner here. Skycer walking in. Void Fiber on the angle by himself. Or was up? Wait, that was Bucket in there. What? What the? How did Bucket get over there? Void Fiber going to be able to trade out for Anarchy, even though losing Forever Kind. Void is shortly going to fall next. Potentially is going to be able to get the Mega and gets Dish as well. Void Fiber being a little rat on this corner, being able to get 2, and that's going to allow the push. A little bit early of an ult here, Void. You're already up 2 players, but cheers to that. Am I right? Jamal falls down next, and he'll get his little 3K here. Looking for the 4th, but Bucket and Carson are going to be able to get those last 2 picks. And we're coming into here, potentially the final fight of Second Point Kings Row. You have a Window and Blizzard and Beat coming up for the side of the Voidlings versus just the Ram and the High Noon for this fight, because nobody, the other 3 are going to, and I guess Kid as well is going to come up shortly, but the other 2 are going to be a little bit late. So we'll have to see a fast annihilation here retake from the Luksis, or else it's going to be very rough, and you're just going to get Blizz But the Blizzard's coming out early. I really like this play. Little bit shallow, unfortunately. Little bit shallow, little bit early. But I like the attempt here. I like the thought process. Carson falling down to 1 HP. You're going to be able to stable though. As the window is going to be zoned off the point. You did use 2 ults though already. And you haven't gotten anything in return. High Noon coming out from Aniki is going to be killed by Void Fiber though. As we're looking at Jamal looking to get on this back line. Both falling under 1. I'm seeing a Blizzard. I'm seeing a fat Blizzard here, Jamal. Is not going to use it though, which is probably the correct play. Jamal's going to clean up on bucket. Carson gets dish. As we're coming in, it's a dogfight. Carson and Rise are actually going to clean up. Maybe that Blizzard was necessary to be able to hold on to second point. As now we're going to third, folks, with 4 minutes 15. 4 minutes 10 seconds. A lot larger of a time blank compared to the 1 minute 30 seconds that we saw that the Luksis had coming into this. And yeah, I mean, we already have Razzmatazz already having another window for the Blizz and the Orbit that Pokemon Guy and Jamal have for the side of Luksis. Jamal falling down to 1 HP. We're going to get, let's get some support POV going. And Skycer's coming in quickly here. We still have the Blizz though. Blizz and window. Orbit should be able to zone point. We're seeing an early window here. Looking for the best. The slow from Skycer though is going to prevent Raz from getting back to the high ground. As Aniki's going to get 1, get 2, get 3 Aniki. Looking for 4th here on a Carson. 3.5. You get 3.5. Carson is going to be able to trade on the Pokemon Guy though. So Kirk or their Lucio now is going to be able to come back a little bit slower, but not at the same time that a Diva would be. 3 minutes on the clock. All you have is High Noon close to Ramel versus a Blizzard, an Adventure, and a Bomb. Not really a Bomb, but you understand that this is going to be hard for the defending team of the Luksis to fully capitalize. Blizz is coming out from the side of Forever Kind, looking for anybody. Does not, unfortunately, get anybody. Bomb, Poco, Poco, is that you? Carson with 4 bomb kills so far tonight. Very impressive. Oh, gonna try to get this pick onto Dish as the final touch is gonna come out. Void Fiber is gonna be able to mog everybody with this. Oh. We're investing the ult, looking to get some trades. Carson 1 HP. I think you probably should have saved the ult for next fight. As just take the loss. They don't have any more ults. Void looking for a trade. Aniki falling down to 1 HP, but Aniki is going to get the headshot kill here onto Void Fiber. And that's going to be the defense. And honestly, that wasn't too costly if you're the side of the Luksis having to retake and use 2 ults and you get out the Venture ult. That's not too terribly here. But now if we're seeing the Voidlings wanting to win this, we need to see a good window, good, like, probably like maybe not too shallow, but like decent, like maybe even this corner. Need to look for it quickly here to be able to push net hat. Kick coming out from Dish. They should just S-key, just leave the fight. Just die fast. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Nobody else gets traded out. If you do, just get wave respawn. And just come back into that. I mean, take the Kiriko rush for free. You're on defense, right? The attacker should be happy to have that. But now the time is really ticking down, folks. Minute and 20 left on the clock. And we'll have to see if the Voidlings are going to close this map out with a win or a loss, either being up 2-0 or being even 1-1. High Noon already back from Aniki as well, being able to farm these very quickly. Windows coming out aggressively, trying to turn this corner. The wall from Jamal is trying to prevent this, but unfortunately is going to get stable. The beat engage from Bucket as everybody's going in. Aniki with the ult, looking for big numbers, gets the Void Fiber not in the window as Bucket is also 1 HP. Greeting for this Aniki kill. Aniki gets 1, Aniki gets 2, Aniki looking for blood. Oh! Carson being able to get this kill here. Point is still moving. You have Skycer still stuck on the point, but having your Dish there with you, still full HP. This is very good, and Forever Kind is unfortunately staggering. Okay, Carson is still alive. Interesting. Ramel coming out here, 30 seconds on the clock. Forever Kind jumps off the map to restable, I think. And this is looking more and more promising every single day for the... Oh... Is there a recontest? Is there a recontest? Bucket has to get the touch. Wind made us blink. Will the May ult be that be the dagger. And that's a 4-minute and 20-second hold here for the side of the Luksis, so congratulations to them. As now they're really showing that if they can play Ram on a close map, it's really strong. So, I mean, yeah, 1-1 though, and they won their Brawl maps. Guys are coming out here. I feel like the issue here is that we need to see more dive. I think ForeverKind maybe needed to play a little bit more mobile of a hero, or just needed to get some walls that were maybe more centric on the backline, or just splitting the Ram off and letting their Diva and Venture go in backline. Holy rollout. Unfortunately, there's not a rollout. But yeah, folks, I mean, score is 1-1 right now. Seems like we're gonna go to map 5 banger potentially. But I will talk to you guys shortly as I'm gonna go to a break. Hello, people. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 5, Group 2. Venus Voidlings versus Little Rock Luksis. As we are going into Circuit Royale, we have a Ramacha ban here from the Voidlings with a Freya ban here from the Luksis. And Ram ban makes perfect sense to me. Freya ban. I'm assuming Taken Wallet plays Freya. I don't think Void Fiber plays Freya, but could be shocking. You don't know. And yeah, I mean, we're coming out here looking to play the game of whose DPS are going to shoot their guns better. I believe the map pick here is from the Voidlings as well, which Circuit Royale for me, especially when you have Void Fiber at least with the Venture, it seems a little interesting to pick when you think of the other poke maps, or not poke maps, escort maps in the map pool, which is the map pool is everything. So who knows? Maybe I'll get surprised. We're seeing Bucket Forever Kind on this Ram Wu Yang, really fully on the poke. Ram Wu Yang for both teams, but we have Soj for Aniki, Mei for Jamal, contrary to the Widowmaker and Venture here for the Voidlings. I know we were going to be seeing a lot of poke here. We're going to watch some Taken Wallet POV. I don't think Taken Wallet. Void Fiber getting able to kill this on to Aniki on this off angle, being able to live as well, getting this Mega being able to stable. Taken Wallet looking for pot shots, trying to hit Dish, trying to hit Pokemon Guy, trying to hit Jamal, being able to get these kills. We're going to look what's happening on high ground. As Skyster's a little bit ahead of everybody else, Carson going to be able to punish this. Jamal walking on, though. This is a little spooky space as Void Fiber's falling down to 1 HP, trying to get out. Is going to get the drill dash to the mini. Grabs the mini, is going to be able to try to restable here. Skyster's going to be able to take this high ground. Forever Kind here, stuck on this angle. Void Fiber, where is Void Fiber's in there? I'm starting to figure out the comp, guys. I'm starting to see how it goes. A nice rock. I did not see it. I was too busy looking at this. I'm assuming Skyster missed a rock, but coming out here, Void Fiber being able to clean up Jamal's. We're gonna go back to a first point hold. 4 minutes 40 seconds on the clock here. We're seeing a fast flux here for the side of the Voidlings to a fast nothing for the side of the Little Rock Luksis, but we have a flux, we have a Venture ult faster than any of the other ultimates there on the side of the Luksis. Void with no ram slow to stop them on Circa. It's just GG's. Have the Little Rocks not banned Venture yet? No, Venture has not been banned yet by either teams. There, I'm assuming saving it. Void Fiber falling on my speed. Taken Wallet falling over to the M right thing in the Widow. Unfortunately, is not getting a little bit too much value. We're seeing Skyster's Flux is being able to catch it with Carson, who's even holding it for a little bit long. And we're seeing it coming out fast. Are we going to see a rock? Yes, rock. Ooh. Wait, Jamal is in there. Somebody carry Jamal. Bucket's going to fall down first. Looking for the Flux. Carson in. Being able to hit the Flux onto Sig. Skyster falling down to 1 HP, looking for the trade. And unfortunately, Carson by himself is not going to be able to get another unit to the point where we need Venture to go in. Void Fiber's falling down to 1 HP is going to. No, Venture has not been banned yet, technically. Do not worry. And Taken Wallet's going to come out, getting able to get the pick on the Jamal, as it looks like the Voidlings are going to be able to attempt to keep this going. Skyster getting Wu Yang ulted, looking for anything, is going to get shielded up by Carson. OC from Aniki looking to trade, is going to be able to get Taken Wallet, looking for the pick onto Void Fiber, looking for the slide in. Void Fiber's movement is too clean. Skyster's going to be able to trade that. Yes, rock. Good rock here from Carson, being able to hit Skyster. Should have blocked that personally. Bucket still is the ult, looking to invest here. Skyster has to S-key. Cart is still closing in though, and Carson has to touch eventually. On the trades, we still have the Wing ult here and Blizz. Jamal's Blizz is going to be the fight closer here, I'm assuming. We need to touch the cart eventually, and Carson is stuck in. Nobody to help, no shield, no hands, and the ramp is going to be able to keep it enough. We're seeing both the ultimates coming out. A little bit deep of a Blizz here for Jamal, as I think it only hit Bucket. Flux coming out. W Flux, his still hit the rock though on the Skyster, falling down. Dish is 1 HP as well. 40 seconds on the clock here. We're seeing on the side of the Luksis on their attack. Just have Flux for this final fight. Maybe can build another. No, they cannot build another Wu Yang. They could maybe potentially build a late OC if Aniki's ate some shots, but you're walking into an Emray ult. I think the Emray ult wins this personally. Yeah, we'll see how the attack of the Little Rock Luksis are going to push this out, as I know why the Venture works in this bit. Oh, Void Fiber is going to be able to get out in time. We're looking at taking Wallet ult to the map. Potentially in here, Jamal's already down, making their lives even harder. Pokemon guy's down. Skyster's going to have to do a fancy level Sigma performance here to close this out here. Those who know, Skyster falling on 1 speed is not going to be able to get taken while it's going to clean up on 2. And they're going to hold all the way till the, I believe they got like 3 meters off of capping first. So that's going to be the win con here for the Voidlings. And we will see which team is going to be able to do that.
Switching sides.
Anyway, how are all your days going, guys? Glad I could sit here and watch a peak game with all of y'all, you know?
Ready for battle.
Skyster going on to the Domino with Jamal on this Bastion, kind of mimic the Ramatra being able to shield and swing a corner. But it's going to be a little bit harder to do that on defense compared to attack, because on defense, at least the cart's going to be able to get moving. They're going to have to do this to prevent the cart from moving. Coming out at least. My team wins these. Loaf, which team are you on again? Can you let me know? But we're seeing Taken Roller going back to the Widowmaker and being able to try this. But I mean, if it worked, just if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Am I right? That's what the Voidlings are doing here, at least with the comp, except for the Emerald and Widowmaker swaps. The Luksis, okay, I wish you the best of luck. The Luksis seem to have been a little bit of a dire predicament here. Playing, I think Domino on defense, especially Circle Rail, is very torturous to play because you don't have enough range to shoot anything. Maybe looking for these rocks, or not these rocks, but these crystals and these shoves onto Void Fiber as he goes in. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? High ground was already given by Skyster, though, unfortunately. I think just Domino on defense is so rough. Bastion form out from Jamal, looking to be able to trade onto anything. Carson having this full HP, though. Skyster eats the rock, though. Shield out from Domino, but when they're not syncing up, cooldown swinging this corner is going to be a little bit rough. As we're seeing Taken Wallet already 40 to ult. Oh, Aniki trying to look for this pick. Jamal playing around to half HP. Dish and Pokemon guy. Yeah, we're seeing the even the Mizuki come out trying to prevent this Void Fiber. Trying to just make it play where Skyster can brawl a corner and potentially win. But who knows? I think Domino has less uptime. Taken Wallet's going to be able to find the miracle pick here onto Aniki as the star DPS here for the side of the Luksis is going to be cut. 3 minutes on the clock. They're going to have to hold on this. Skyster's stuck on the right. This Skyster's going to trade on Bucket. There's a very important pick here. But Skyster has to live with his is going to be able to live with his passive healing and Pokemon guy keeping them up. Void Fiber in. We're seeing the Flux coming out early. Hits 2. Looking for the trade, and that's going to close up the map here as Aniki isn't able to come back in time and prevent the capture here for the Voidlings, going up 2-1 here with just push and Flashpoint left, so no real payload maps to really harass this Ramatron except for push, which I'm assuming the Luksis are going to be picking a push map after this, potentially Flashpoint. I think it's more favored to push though. And anyways, folks, that was a eventful 5 minutes. So, but anyways, we're going to go to a short break here, and you're going to watch a screen flicker between white and not while I fix some stuff. So, I will be right back, and stay tuned. Still a banger coming ahead.
never said.
Initiating
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 5, Group Stage 2 here with the Little Rock Luksis versus the Venus Voidlings. As now I have a co-caster, Odin, one and only.
Yo, what up, guys? What up?
As-
Yeah.
As I'll show the map screen real quick, we are going into Surrey Vasa with the bands being Ramatra, or not Ramatra, Adventure and Kiriko, with Adventure being the side of the Little Rock Luksis. Which makes sense. You're going into map 4 versus Void Fiber, and you haven't used this Venture ban yet. You might as well start to use it eventually. So, coming in here, it is match point still here for the side of the Voidlings, especially when we're coming onto a map like Saravasa. But we're still seeing Carson staying on this Diva, which you've seen the entire series other than playing Sig on the Circuit Royale. Raz is going over to the DPS line with Foreverkind taking Wallet on the support, with a Mei still, as we're seeing they're very fond of this Zarya Mei lineup, with the Deta coming out, which is pretty expected of Venture's band. What are your thoughts on both comps coming into this?
I do know that Carson is a really, really good Diva player. I know it's one of his top 2 characters. I know he can make a lot happen, with or without his backline, helping it. He's already looking to try and pressure right here, going in, looking at the Moira, forcing out cooldowns, resetting. Foreverkind does get picked early, but that's okay. He's pressuring Dish out. Trying to get in and help his Mei out as well. Is Raz going to make it out? No, not quite.
And yeah, it looks like the trades are coming in for the favor of the Little Rock Luksis, as they're going to be able to get the first capture here. Is just your audio just a tiny bit. And perfectly coming in, we're still seeing this Carson staying onto the Diva. It's going to be a little bit rough, especially with Nali on the on-run. You're going to be able to stack these burns throughout, especially into Vendetta too. You can stack burns throughout their block as well, and it's just going to be very oppressive. Now, if we do look at the backline-wise, though, we are seeing a Juno BAP, which is going to be very stable comp, versus the Lucio Moira, who's a really 3-2-1 inti comp. So we'll have to see how the team's going to play this. But Void Fiber, he's going to be able to kill Aniki, and I'll leave it to you.
Carson looking at the Lucio as it goes down, forcing out Dish's fade, pushing in, using rockets, looking to cap point here. Skyster left. Is he going to try and contest point? He's going to contest point a little bit. Form coming out. On run forces out E. And looks like that's a fight win for the Voidlings.
Oh, yeah.
Good 80% though for the Luksis. It's a good first cap for them. Carson coming in this with Bomb. Skyster with Annihilation. But only tanks really holding ultimates right now. It's pretty much 50s across the board for everybody else.
Yeah, especially when you think in the Bomb versus Annihilation matchup. The Annihilation is typically just the better ultimate, as Bomb is simply uses simply. What we really need to see here is the Luksis have to do damage, farm some damage, farm the top window before anything happens, but unfortunately Void Fiber is going to fall down. Carson's going to be able to get the trade, which is good here. Skycer walking point, due to the fact of nobody really want to match. We're seeing the lamp coming out from taking while trying to stable, but is not going to be able to hit in time. We're seeing the bomb coming out, and that's the 5th bomb kill. The 5th bomb kill we've seen all night.
That's crazy. The Annihilation comes out. Carson giving space, looking for the recontest. Void Fiber back. That's going to be Dish going down. Just guys around point. And as much as I love that Ram character, it's not looking good for him right now.
I can turn myself down to make it more adjusted, as I can't formally turn up Odin, so yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just turn myself down so it seems a little bit more balanced.
Joe, it's okay. I'm just going to scream from now on.
No, it just won't pick you up. It just won't pick you up. Anyways, yeah, you did invest the Annihilation for the bomb here, obviously, coming in. But we do see the ults are in favor. And actually, no, the point was already won by the Venus Voidlings while I was tabbed out. This is good. Taken while is going to fall down shortly after, though, due to the slam slow by Sky. So Carson and Void Fiber are going to clean up the backline here of the Little Rock Luksis.
I mean, this is the power of this Diva guy. I'm not gonna lie, this character is crazy.
Yeah, and then we're seeing Aniki swapping over to these Tracer, which I think we've just seen Aniki on a hit scan the entire night so far. So it's a little bit interesting to see trying to play this mobility to punish this Juno backline. But Raz is going to be able to get a good headshot onto Aniki as the point opens up, and that should lead the Venus Voidlings to be able to capture this second point.
There's a lot of defensive ults coming to this point. It's going to be really, really hard for the Luksis to take this with both overclock, window, laser. It looks like Carson going in for early trade, trying to force out cooldowns. Gets the Dish ultimate. Laser coming in, continuing to play. Looking at the Lucio here. Turning on his backline. Might look to use Bomb to stall the point out a little bit. Trying to trade out on Pokemon guy. Can he get it? He's looking. Can't quite get it. Decides not to pop Bomb. Lives for a little bit longer than I would have thought there, and then dies.
Yeah, I mean, you get 47% off the point though, with only using your obliterate into a coalescence. You didn't overinvest, which is pretty good, especially when you think your other ults are going to be a little bit stronger. It's going to be hard to fit this taken wallet window though, especially when to a ram and a ram ult and an on-run ult. Forget what that's called, but I should see the OC open up here.
On coming in, the overhead coming out, gonna land on the Lucio. That's a big overhead. Oh, and Ajax's Pokemon guy. That is a little bit rough to look at. But looks like the Luksis are going to pretty much clean up the fight anyway, despite Carson and Void Fiber's magic on the Lucio Ajax.
Oh yeah, Carson trying to stable, is trying to prevent this. The bomb is actually, I think, is a good bomb here, especially when you think that the supports are already gone here for the side of the Luksis. Your objective is just to survive. Are you going to be able to get out in time? And you do. The pulse bomb is going to miss here by Aniki. Is now Skyster's in a bad spot with no supports. The window is being invested by Tikum.
Void Fiber comes in and takes down Pokemon guy. That's a heavy ult fight for both teams that pretty much wipes the board clean.
Yeah, no ultimates online. Everybody under half. Aniki falls down. 99% secured though. All they need to do is win a single fight, especially with a comp that's so dive heavy, except you're just on the ram. You should be able to touch the point very easily. Nolly falling down using the on-run E already, and is going to be the first to fall due to Razmataz being able to hit a good railgun shot here. Is this going to be hard to push in for the Luksis as they're going to get a final touch here with Aniki going on this left angle.
It's looking really dangerous for the Luksis here. This is about to be 2 down if they can't make something happen here. And I think the Diva team is a little bit of a better dry fighter team. Big overhead coming in from Void Fiber. Oh, is he going to make it out? Training with Dolly. Oh, doesn't quite get the overhead. Carson's cleaning up on point though. Another bomb online. Oh my goodness. The amount of nukes in this guy's back pocket is crazy. And Razmataz is like the greatest Sojourn I've ever seen in my life. Except for Chris Invictus, of course.
Yeah, Raz being able to get through that fight was also a very good turning point. Now, the biggest thing you need to think about here, folks, is now we are 2-0, especially when we're already up 2-1 in the series. This could be the final point that we are going to watch for tonight if we do not see the Little Rock Luksis get a pep in their step and start locking in. Ultimates, though, oh, you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little rough. Carson's got bomb online. The Luksis have a couple ults going on, but nothing to really answer the bomb and potential laser from Forever Kin. Although bomb isn't really going to do much good if your whole team dies before you're able to use it.
Yeah. Aniki being able to get 2 there is a very big. Nolly being able to clean up onto the Razmataz is now without you, with just using your Coalescence, the only ult you had was good because they did the Voidlings didn't really have an ult to match with that. Vendetta is being able to caught here. Void Fiber on this angle is going to be able to get out in time. But now you're going to be walking into all 5 ultimates here in about 20 seconds. But you do get some starting point progress, which is going to be make or break for this team. On-run ult coming in quickly. Being able to blow up, trying to get this kill onto Taken Wallet. Gets a good E going in. Everybody's burning. Void Fiber 1, Taken Wallet 1, Razmataz 1. Who's going to clean up? It's going to be Pokemon Guy, but Raz is going to be able to get the trade there onto Nolly and trying to stable Aniki without a recall anymore, but Forever Kind Taken Wallet falling down as that's 50% as Raz is going to be the last one alive and is unfortunately staggering herself out.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of a weird engage from Void Fiber there. Kind of like the 1v5, the team got hunted down. I also wasn't really sure what the rest of the Voidlings were doing. Wow, like it felt like the whole team turned to look at Void Fiber.
That's the name of the game though, so. Yeah, you do have 5 ultimates coming on. You did use your Scorch the Sun, whatever that's called. Okay, walking in with 2 ultimates. Both are going to get mitigated by this beat. Raz has to back up as this Ramacho running towards them. Taken Wallet falling down. First to Skysters, he's going to rip the ult onto the point. The best ultimate when you're trying to hold down an objective and just prevent a touch is 99%. Void Fiber falling down to 1. Skyster gets 1, Skyster gets 2, looking for a 3rd. Raz is going to trade out though. Skyster gets 3.
Oh my goodness.
Looking for a 4th here and is going to get the nice little 4K. Did Skyster's punches have recoil there? Or why did Skyster's punches have recoil? Because Skyster wants it, Sonic Ronic. Let me tell you, he's shaking his mouse. You can feel the passion in your screen right now.
Dude, absolutely. Those punches are meaty, bro. Going in.
Forever Kind going over the Mizuki. I think a Lucio might have been a little bit better here, just to stabilize us out. Carson falling down to half HP already. You can go.
Good slow in the back line. Window coming in. Good form coming in. Typical Ram simulator, holding block. Big bomb coming out maybe. Nope, gets shielded. And he can't quite get the ring back. Will Forever King get out?
Oh!
They're gonna chase him down. They're hunting him.
We need to watch this.
He
We
gets-
need to watch this. We need to watch this. We got Void Fiber on the far, guys. Watch in. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in. Uncharted territory. Uncharted territory. Oh! Already gaps
and he gets a
Aniki.
pick.
Aniki's already gapped. Now the issue here is
Sniper.
Void Fiber's gonna have very little care with Mizuki Baptiste backline, so it's all just positioning is gonna win or lose this fight here for Void.
No, I trust Wall to hit those mid-air bat killing nades. Got it. Carson swapped over the ram. A hidden gem from this guy.
Now, if we look at the comp here from the Voidlings as they swap to actually one of the best counter comps I think they could see into the Luksis, into the Luksis, the Voidlings. Being able to play this far with no hit scan as Aniki swapped over. Aniki being forced to go back to this Cassidy to mark this as Raz going to the Cassidy to mark the Tracer and Honoron on this backline. As now the pressure, young Neptune on fire, we will see if this point wins or not.
Coming up, Razmataz having high noon, but the Luksis have a few more ultimates in their back pocket. Ram ult being one of them. Carson a little bit behind on that. Cast ult coming out. Being turned by the Immortal gets nothing. Carson getting 2 kills. Honoron ult coming in. Carson is just looking invincible over here on point right now. Shoot this out of guard. Oh, we don't have that kind of production. It's just showing. Never mind.
Alrighty, and then we're coming into last fight territory. Pokemon guy's gonna have to touch from the right side. We're gonna actually, he's really early. Actually, he's gonna get cleared out by the far here. Skycer on the ball. Skycer on ball. Wrecking ball. Wrecking ball. Skycer gets chained. Gets slowed. No cooldowns to his name. Void Fiber being able to clean up with his barrage. Let's watch this. Oh, Anaki's gonna be able to kill that. Taking Wallet with the window. He's gonna clean 1. Looking for 2. Blood on their hands. Looking for a 3rd. As Nolly's going to be the last one alive, trying to stall out a hopeful dream, thinking that they're going to be able to come back into this match. And unfortunately, or unfortunately, whoever you're rooting for, the Venus Voidlings are going to come out on top here with a nice little score of 3-2-1. And I'm going to let chat here. Anybody wants to give me MVP nominations? As I was kind of like scuffcasting the whole time, and I was busy with all my stuff. Do I play Venture today in honor of Unfavored? You kind of have to, Void. If you don't, you're kind of like Neptune. If you don't, you're kind of just like scared. I don't know. I actually need give me your MVP nominations in the chat here. Forever kind. Anybody else? But yeah, I mean, we will go to the victory screen here. Okay, victory. Okay, hold up. Prod is hard. MVP.
I think between, for me at least, because I was kind of watching all around the board, definitely between Raz and Forever Kind.
I'm going to have to go with the Forever Kind after watching the entire series. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to, I'll send Ninja Joe a DM, but thank you for tuning in, folks. This has been Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 5. I'm in a VC that's not in Aurora right now, so unfortunately we're not going to get a interview going on, but I'll let them know to mark that down. But yeah, stay tuned. We have about, I think, 2 or 3 more matches tonight. I can go check. You're going to watch a white screen, though, while I go look. 2 matches tonight. You have the Johto Giants versus the Kamingo Kiangs, and the Spectres versus the Plus Ultra Pangolins, which is actually going to be a banger of a match. I believe is getting going to get prodded here tonight later. So stay tuned. In 30 minutes ish or so, you'll be able to see that come online. And yeah, have a good night, everybody, and enjoy your days.